Peace, love, and light, soul tribe. Welcome to my vibe. I'm the inner path shaman, an intuitive psychic channeler and a generational curse breaker with a message for chosen ones, for light workers, for star seeds, for anyone on their soul's evolutionary journey. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to help you to get some answers, some clarity, some illumination from the Most High Mother and Father God, your angels, your ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest love and light. Today's message is spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books. Spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books. So before getting into the message, I would like to give a warm welcome to anyone listening that considers themselves to be a black cat, a black sheep, or a scapegoat. Basically, you are someone that has been ostracized, you've been bullied, you've been smear campaigned, you've been framed, all because you carry a special light within your soul. You might know it as the light of God, or the light of the universe, or the light of source, or the light of creation, or the light of life, or the light of Christ, or the light of truth, whichever resonates with you. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you to heal from that trauma, to close out the toxic karmic cycles, to break the generational curses, and be able to continue on or embark on your soul's evolutionary journey, which is also the expansion of that inner light. So, welcome if you're listening for the first time. Do hit that subscribe button, and for notifications, select all so that you're notified every time I post an update. I would also like to give a warm welcome to my newest subscribers, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the 5D vibe. I would also like to welcome back my OGs, my day ones, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome back to another update, and thank you for rocking with me this far. Most importantly, I would like to thank you all, my soul tribe, worldwide, universe-wide, for the positive vibes, the positive feedback, and the stories that you share with me through the comments, vibrationally, energetically, or through the spirit realm. I really appreciate hearing back from you because you motivate me to do what I do every day, which is to bring messages of healing, messages of illumination, messages of guidance for my soul tribe, for the collective of light, for the world from the higher realms. It's my honor to be that vessel, and I love you all. Last but not least, I would also like to express gratitude for the opposing forces that I encounter on this journey. The haters of light, the haters of life, the dark forces, because through the contrast of their darkness towards my inner light, they have shown me just how powerful this light can be and that it must stay on at all times. I'm especially thankful that I can now share that light with my soul tribe, with the collective of light, with the world. I really appreciate that input on this journey. So let's get into the message. And before I dive right in, I want to remind everyone that these messages are timeless. So when you hear the message, that's when your soul is ready to receive it. So it doesn't matter when it was posted. Also, the messages are collective, so only take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, if the message resonates with you today, Please like, share, subscribe to help make the video more visible to others so that they too can come across this healing and illuminating message. Also, if the message resonates with you today, please like, share, subscribe. I think I've already said that. Okay, yeah, so there is an energetic interference as I begin this message. So I could also be bringing an update, a message for someone dealing with demonic possession. I could also be updating someone that's dealing with throat chakra attacks, and this might be a good point for you before continuing with the message to sage up, to vibe cleanse with the heat activated energy cleanser so that you can receive your messages, your activations uninterrupted or unobstructed by dark forces, because remember, these are spiritual messages, so they also connect you with the spirit realm. And remember, we are in a spiritual warfare. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin my flow again. This time around, I'm not gonna go ahead and cut and do a fresh take, because that has happened oftentimes on my messages, and I know that demonic forces will also be trying to induce that, let me cut it off because it's not perfect, or because it's not, there's been a demonic interruption, because sometimes, yes, I have to do that. But in this particular moment, Spirit of the Most High Mother and Father God are telling me to do a retake, as the camera continues to roll. So this could also be a live demonstration for someone to actually continue with your flow, to continue with your creativity, to continue powering through your spiritual challenges, because sometimes, yes, the enemy wants you to stop, wants you to stall, wants to railroad you or roadblock you. So this is also a live a demonstration by Most High Mother and Father God that you don't have to stop every time demonic interference is tried to creep in. And incidentally, I'm recording. This is like a very early in the morning, like a dawn type of recording session for me, channeling session. And the message is about spotting an NPC. And I actually just spotted an NPC, before I started, the message. So, there's something there. So there's a few things. First of all, do not stop, keep going, keep in your flow. And second of all, be vigilant, pay attention to the synchronicities, pay attention to what happened just before and during and after the interruption, because that's where the clues are. That's where you can start, gleaning information that can help you to, close out cycles with karmics, especially with NPCs. Today's message is about NPCs. So enough said about that. Let's get into the usual flow of messages, and I'm going to start afresh again in the same recording. And peace, love, and light, soul tribe. Welcome to my vibe. I am the inner path shaman, an intuitive psychic channeler, and a generational curse breaker with a message for light workers, for star seeds, for chosen ones, for anyone on their soul's evolutionary journey. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to help you to get some answers, some clarity, some illumination from the Most High Mother and Father God, your angels, your ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest love and light. Today's message is spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books. Spot an NPC. they live by rule or playbooks. So before getting into the message, I would like to give a warm welcome to anyone listening that considers themselves to be a black cat, a black sheep, or a scapegoat. Basically, you're someone that has been ostracized, you've been bullied, you've been framed, you've been smear campaigned, all because you carry a special light within your soul. You might know it as the light of God, or the light of the universe, or the light of source, or the light of creation, or the light of Christ, or the light of truth, whichever resonates with you. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you to heal from that trauma, to close out the toxic karmic cycles, to break the generational curses, and be able to continue on or embark on your soul's evolutionary journey, which is also the expansion of that inner light. So welcome. If you're listening for the first time, do hit that subscribe button, and for notifications, select all so that you're notified every time I post an update. Also, I would like to give a warm welcome to my newest subscribers, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the 5D vibe. I would also like to welcome back my OGs, my day ones, both in the spirit and in the physical realms. Welcome back to another update, and thank you for rocking with me this far. And most importantly, I would like to thank you all, my soul tribe, worldwide, universe-wide, for the positive vibes, the positive feedback, and the stories that you share with me through the comments, vibrationally, energetically, and through the spirit realm. You motivate me to do what I do every day, which is to bring messages of healing, messages of illumination, messages of guidance for my soul tribe, for the collective of light, for the world from the higher realms. It's my honor to be that vessel, and I love you all. Last but not least, I would also like to express gratitude for the opposing forces that I encounter on this journey. The haters of light, the haters of life, because through the darkness, or through the contrast of their darkness towards my inner light, they have shown me just how powerful this light is, and that it must stay on at all times. I'm especially thankful that I can now share that light with my soul tribe, with the collective of light, with the world. I really appreciate that input on this journey. So let's get into the message. And before getting right into the message, I want to remind everyone again that these messages are timeless. So when you hear the message, that's when your soul is ready to receive it. Also, the messages are collective, so only take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, please like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you today, to help others find this healing and transformative message. Also, if the message resonates with you today and you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, especially for the multidimensional aspects contained in the message for yourself, add green hearts to the comments. By adding green hearts to the comments, you animate Most High Mother and Father God, or Source, or the universe to optimize your heart chakra with the 528 Hertz frequency, which is the frequency of love, the frequency of God, the frequency of healing, the frequency of DNA repair. So feel free to add as many green hearts as you are divinely inspired to, and let's get into the message finally. So yeah, that was a live demonstration of, what you can do, in an attack, a spiritual attack, designed to throw you off or designed to stop you from doing something. I'm hearing just do it anyway. Just keep going. And, most time, Mother and Father God, your spirit team are always there to bear you up and to, hold you steady and to, keep you unobstructed. That's what your spirit team is also for. They also do a lot of behind the scenes work to make sure that you, as a generational curse breaker, as a chosen one, a light bearer, a light worker, a star seed, to ensure that you continue, moving forward and in your momentum. Because remember, you travel on this journey in a spiritual vehicle, in a spiritual chariot, and you have divine helpers to ensure that you're not swerved off your path or you're not swerved off your lane. So I'm hearing keep it moving. So I could be updating someone that's dealing with an NPC or a group of NPCs. What is an NPC? An NPC essentially is a non-playable character. This is coming from gaming terminology, so I could be updating a gamer. If that's you, this message definitely is for you, but you don't have to be a gamer to to understand the concept of NPC. A non-playable character on your spiritual path essentially is a non-essential character, or a character whose time with you on your path, on your journey, is expired, but they may continue to tag along, they may continue to cling, they may continue to, barge in or force their way in on you, but they're really not meant to be there, because it's either you have changed, you have improved, you have evolved, you have grown. So that's how an entity becomes an NPC on your spiritual journey, the journey of spiritual awakening. So they could be primarily in the spirit realm only, as an energy, as a soul, as a demon. I could be updating someone that's dealing with demonic possession. I could also be updating someone that's dealing with incubus, succubus demons. If that's you, this message also is for you. Or I could also be updating someone that's dealing with embodiments. So that means that it's a demon, it's an NPC walking around or weaponized in human flesh, but they're really an NPC, meaning that they don't have a role to play in your world, so you really shouldn't be connecting with them. If anything, you should be disconnecting. If you have any NPC connections that are toxic for you and you're hearing this message. So again, the title of the message is Spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books. So that means they're also predictable. If you learn their playbook, you can definitely learn how their patterns of attacks on you, how they work, how they function, what makes them tick. Because they actually come in many different varieties and sizes, almost like the way we are created. If you're a child of God, if you're a bearer of light, you're created in uniqueness, but also in the image and likeness of God. So that means that no two people are the same on the planet. Now, when it comes to NPCs, because they, live by rule books and playbooks, that actually, creates a finite, set. It's like they're a finite set of uniqueness, meaning that their uniqueness is limited to what rule book they're on, because they do have, different ones. But for a light worker, a starseed, a chosen one, you have endless possibilities, limitless possibilities, ways of functioning, especially through your creativity. So they are not creative, they are actually programmed, and they're programmed through those rule books or through those playbooks. So rule book or playbook can actually be literal, or it can also be metaphoric. It can be an actual manifesto, a written up code for them, especially if they are part of a secret society, a cult that is dark in nature. Then yeah, there would be rules. It's just like even on any organization, really, any collective of people, whether they're dark or whether they're light, rules are always created, for the purposes of for the purposes of functionality and other considerations. So even in other organizations or groups or companies, they can be well intentioned too, but they can be especially deep state plans. They can be NPCs that are dark in nature, that are playing by a rule book that is not like a part of that group that they're in, a rule book or a playbook that is part of somewhere else, a dark organization or a dark world that they are part of in their low vibration nature. So pay attention, so that you can tell the difference, because remember, generational curses are also multi-layered, multi-pronged, and many are actually carried by NPCs. So you gotta be able to tell whether the NPC is playing by a rule book, that is in the organization, the service organization that they are associated with. For example, their job. Is it their job making them do that? If the answer is no, then you have to go to another layer of it. Are they in another private organization, secret society, secret organization that is dark in nature, that is making them do that? So yeah, I could be updating a generational curse breaker that is now going layers deep into a generational curse or generational curses in general. That means that you are leveling up in your skills, in your abilities to close out toxic cycles, to spot patterns. This could also be an activation. I could be updating someone that's going on a new quest. This could also be a boost, an upgrade. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Remember, these messages are essentially about self-awareness. Your self-awareness on this journey is very important, especially if you're dealing with NPCs. They are programmed to destroy you no matter what. That's why they want to hang around in your life or on your timeline or on your journey long past their expiration date. So this could also be covert narcissists, psychic vampires, trolls, bullies, empty vessels, soulless beings. So take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. They could also be in groups as demonic principalities, demonic strongholds. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. Let's go in through tarot and see what else you need to be aware of. But again, the message is spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books. They're not creative. They're programmed. So another, basic rule in their playbook is that, they don't take to awakening concepts. They don't take to spirituality. They deny spirituality. But you yourself should remember, or you should know, that you are a spiritual being, an infinite spiritual being having a human experience. So if you are aware of that, or if you are awakening to that, or if you are receptive to that, then it means that you are not an NPC, but most likely you are dealing with an NPC, because a lot of times they're also like chameleons. And when you hear your messages, sometimes if it's a message that is where you're being divinely guided to to crack a pattern, to solve a case, to close out a cycle. There's often self-doubt attacks there to, you know, make you feel like you're the one that's being talked about and not, you know, the entity that comes to mind as you hear the message. So I could also be updating someone that's dealing with self-doubt attacks at this time. If that's you, this message is definitely for you. So one of their rules is they don't take to spirituality, they don't take to awakening or awakening soul, awakening concepts, and they lack empathy. So when you're dealing with an entity that lacks empathy, that means that they cross the line when it comes to their toxicity, either with yourself or with other people. That's just their nature. When they lack empathy, that means they don't know where to draw the line or where to self-correct, or where to or self-govern and regulate in their toxicity, and making sure that it doesn't go overboard either with you or another soul or with the situation. Like, it's like they have no they have no boundaries when it comes to their toxicity, and they're also very delusional when it comes to them being toxic. Like, they're really convinced that they are doing the right thing, even if it is inherently dark or evil or heartless or cruel. So that's also another thing, how you can tell whether you're dealing with an NPC or whether you're dealing with an organic soul that you can just just continue to live and let live. I mean, even with the NPCs, you're still living and letting live, but you're also now taking the extra step of plucking them out of your life, or plucking them off your path energetically by cutting off your energy supply to them, because they are also essentially there to siphon your life force energy, to harvest your energy. That's also why NPCs exist. So let's get into Tyrant, see what else you need to focus on. Because a lot of times the self-doubt attacks, they also come in to make you doubt who you are, to make you doubt that no, you're not inherently evil, no, you're not inherently cruel. They project that a lot of times. That's what they're projecting, to get you to accept their identity as yours. That's what a chameleon does, a spiritual chameleon does. I could also be updating someone that resonates with the chameleon spirit, or works with the chameleon spirit guide. If that's you, this message is for you. So remember, I'm using an analogy, a chameleon analogy, to demonstrate how a toxic individual can function and actually possess or consume a healthy light-bearing soul. Now, that doesn't mean that chameleons are inherently evil. You can actually have a chameleon ally, a spirit guide, and ancestor to work with. So this could be a chameleon activation for someone through the message today, because that means that my inner chameleon is also talking and helping to clarify how NPCs function or how they are, because a chameleon actually mimics its environment and completely camouflages and blend in. So Spirit is explaining that yes, a chameleon does have those traits, but at the end of the day, every creature has a soul. So it's up to the individual chameleon whether they're going to use those traits for good, like myself, or whether they're going to be toxic and spiral out of control like an NPC. So know the difference. Even the creatures that have a negative association, especially through the deep state or the matrix, pay attention to those creatures as well, because those are the very creatures that can help you to decode the darkness. So don't regret, don't reject. You see, there's an entity trying to hijack the speech. I'd be updating someone that has watched a message in the channel library titled spiritually hijacked, or this could be a call for you to watch it if it resonates with you. So yeah, they're not inherently bad. Pay attention, because those are the creatures that can help you to walk in the darkness that has been created for them, or the darkness, the shade that has been thrown on them. They can actually walk you through that shade and show you the truth, because remember, animals are in the ancestral realm. So if it's an ancestor chameleon, it's not the same as a demonic chameleon. So know the difference there as well. And let's bring out the first tarot card, and it's the 10 of Pentacles energy. So 10 of Pentacles, first of all, Pentacles are your physical reality. They are your the manifestation or the harvest of your spiritual seeds. So this could be your money, this could also be your material comfort, this could also be your wealth, your resources, this could also be your gifts, your talents, your creativity. So these are your pentacles, and at a 10, it means that you're in a state of achievement, a state of ultimate completion. Spirit already mentioned earlier that I'm talking to someone that's leveling up, or someone that is starting to get more advanced in their generational curse breaking. So you are in this 10 of Pentacles energy, and you could be born the 10th of a month, you could be born in October, you could be born October the 10th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So 2 of Wands is also coming through. I'm not surprised. 2 is the number of duality, and Wands is fire. So if you're dealing with the duality or opposition, that means that you are dealing with negative fire, is what was just demonstrated earlier in the message today. So in this 2 of Wands energy, you are being encouraged, especially when dealing with NPCs, because they're also very aggressive as the energy sources that they've been used to, as those are depleting and disappearing, they're also becoming very aggressive. So pay attention to any fiery energies around you. I could also be updating someone whose sensuality is being heightened at this time. So it means that you're also going through DNA upgrades that may also be making you very sensitive at this time. But really the reason why it's happening, it's because you are becoming more sensitive, you're becoming more sharper in your senses or in your superpowers. So that's what it means by your senses are heightened at this time, or your sensuality is heightened at this time. So you want to pay attention to any dualities, any opposing forces that are fiery in nature, so that you're not dragged into and consumed by a negative fire attack in this 2 of Wands energy. So that means stay creative. Wands is your fire, it's your passion, it's your creativity. So stay on the positive end of the spectrum, so that you don't burn out as well. So I could also be updating someone that is also being driven to burn out in your creativity by opposing forces. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. Spot them. They're an NPC. If anyone is trying to burn you out in your creativity, that's a dead giveaway that they don't belong. They don't resonate with you. So yeah, you gotta release them. But before you release, you have to spot them. You have to be able to see their playbook, their rule book, see how they're working against you, and then close out the cycles that way. Because when you understand intimately, or when you understand well the working of a curse against you, the working of a spell against you, you are able to destroy it, or you're able to close out on it more permanently than, you know, if you just, for example, just only know, for example, that so and so is an NPC on my timeline. You know, I don't vibe with them. You gotta know why. There's a reason why, and then, you know, that's how actually you go on spiritual quests with your spirit team, with Most High Mother and Father God. You know, if you're open to it, when you're open to it, they will show you everything that you need to see, that you need to learn before you actually close it out, so that down the road, those patterns, the hidden patterns, don't crop up again on your journey. So you could be a life path number 2, you could be born the 2nd of a month, you could be born in February, you could be born February the 2nd. If that's you, this message is definitely for you. So 7 of Swords is coming through to confirm that yes, it is definitely spiritual warfare. At a collective, at a global warfare, definitely it is. But even as an individual, bear in mind that there's this 7 of Swords energy. 7 is the number of God, so that means stay aligned and stay connected with God, with Source, with the universe. Also stay connected with the, you know, the cosmic realm. Stay connected with the moon, because the moon is also a revealer of dark secrets, a revealer of dark patterns, a revealer of what's hidden in the dark. So I could also be updating someone that is being initiated to work with, or someone that is working with a moon deity or a moon goddess. So I could also be updating someone that's working with Ganesha for obstacle removal on your path. If that's you, this message is for you. I could also be updating someone that's working with Lord Hanuman on this journey, a spiritual warrior, someone that's leveling up, upgrading as a spiritual warrior. If that's you, this message is for you. I could also be updating someone that is working with Goddess Isis on this journey. If that's you, this message is for you as well. I could also be updating someone that is working with Goddess Hecate on this journey. Take whatever resonates with your soul, but I'm hearing watch your back when it comes to NPCs. That's the reason why you're being taken on this path or on this quest, because you gotta know what you're watching your back for. So it will be a life path number 7. You will be born the 7th of the month. You will be born in July. You will be born July the 7th. If that's you, this message is for you. 2 of Cups is coming through, and the 2 of Cups is the energy of unification. It's the unified field. I could be updating someone that has watched a recent message or needs to watch a message in the channel library titled Unified Force Field. But this 2 of Cups energy is energy of oneness, togetherness, especially within your own soul. These messages are about the integration of your own soul. That's how it, that's how you end up arriving in this unified field or unification of your soul. I could also be updating someone that's dealing with an NPC or NPCs in partnership. So this could be creative partnerships. I could be updating someone that's dealing with copycats, doppelgangers, siphoning your gifts, or siphoning your life force, harvesting your creative energies under the guise of a creative partnership for you. If that's you, this partnership with you, if that's you, this message definitely is for you. I could also be updating someone that is dealing with a toxic partner, romantic partner, or even toxic friends. I'd be updating someone that's dealing with toxic friends. If that's you, this message also is for you. So I'd be updating someone that's working with Hermes Trismegistus on this journey. Take it if it resonates. This is also a repeat of the number 2. So you could be seeing repeating 2s. You could be a life path number 22. If you are a humanitarian, you incarnated for a big earth mission. So that means you're here for big things. I'm hearing big things popping, little things stopping. You could be 22 years old. You'd be born 1922. Take it if it resonates. So cups is your heart, cups is your emotions, and two is also about balancing out. The number two is about balancing out as well. So make sure that you're keeping yourself emotionally balanced or balanced in your heart space, in the waters of your soul, in your emotions, especially because Spirit already mentioned, fire energy, negative fire energy. So we already have balance, a demonstration of balance in this reading so far already between the fire and the wands and the cups. So if you are on the receiving end on negative fire attacks, stay in your two of wands energy. Always look out for opposing forces and also balance it out with the two of cups response to it, meaning examine your emotions, examine your feelings, and if it's not resonating with the unification of your soul, then yeah, it's gotta go. So I'm also updating a magician. So yeah, Hermes Trismegistus is confirming his energy through the magician card as well. So definitely you are a magician. This tribe is a tribe of magicians, magicians of light or light magic. So your energy or your light, your magic is way more powerful than any low vibrational or dark magic. So I could also be updating someone that is dealing with an NPC or NPCs that are also dark wizards, that are also into the dark arts, that are also, just generally, casting dark magic, dark spells, hexes, cords, attachments, entanglements on you. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. You are a magician of light, and therefore that's why you always encounter duality or opposing forces. By dark magicians, it means that you yourself are powerful. So if you are experiencing powerful attacks that are dark in nature, graveyard spells, graveyard magic, it means that you are also a very powerful magician, but you are not, as a light magician, you don't actually equalize by engaging in the same toxic behavior. So if someone is sending you a graveyard attack and trying to kill you in the spirit realm, you don't actually kill them back. You balance the energies through that cup's energy. You dissipate that death energy away from yourself because it's not your day. I'm hearing not today, Satan. I could be updating someone that has either recently said it or someone that is saying that to themselves as they listen to this message. Not today, Satan. So yeah, if you know that, when you know that it's not your day, your priority is to dissipate that death energy away from you. So that's how you actually balance out opposing forces on your journey. So you could be a life path number 1. You could be born the 1st of a month. You could be born in January. You could be born January the 1st. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. You're definitely a number 1, a champion, an ascended master. You are leveling up on something. You're leveling up on your magic. And now you're leveling up on spotting NPCs and learning their playbooks. I'm talking to a Hierophant. You are definitely someone that's wise, someone that's also wising up through your spiritual journey, your experiences, your awakening, your challenges, your dark nights of the soul. I'm talking to someone that is really going through it all, or someone that has been through it all. As this Hierophant, you are someone that takes lessons from the spiritual battles that you encounter, and you fight and conquer. You're also someone that is very highly respected in the spirit realm, because you're like a bridge between the spirit realm and the physical realm. You also incarnated to be a bridge between the physical and the spirit realm, because we are in the age of Aquarius, the early stages of the age of Aquarius, or the early stages of 5D earth. So you incarnated to bring spirituality back on the planet, and as someone that's considered a hierophant or a bridge between humanity and the spirit world, you are actually gifted, because not everybody has that gift. So it's a superpower, it's a gift. So this would also be I'd be updating an awakening hierophant. This could also be an activation for an awakening hierophant. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. You could be a Taurus, or I could just in general be talking to someone that's down to earth. Take it if it resonates. So you could be born the 5th of a month. You could be a life path number 5. You could be born in May. You could be born May the 5th. If that's you, this message is for you. Cinco de Mayo could also resonate with someone. So you are being encouraged to go into hermit mode. I could also be updating someone that is watched or someone that needs to watch a recent message in the channel library titled A Light Worker's Hermit Mode. But hermit mode is about, withdrawing from, too much stimuli around you, especially if it's low vibrational and opposed to your spiritual awakening and your spiritual journey. Withdraw from it so that you can get into a state of self-discovery. Hermit mode is also about self-discovery, and when you withdraw away from negative energies, negative sources, it's also like you're taking a step back from them to get a better view. Sometimes it's hard for you to see something really clearly when you're too close to it. Or you can also take the analogy of flying. For example, an eagle, a hawk. I could be updating an eagle shaman or a hawk shaman. If that's you, this message is for you. I could also be updating someone that's working with the god Horus on this journey. Take it if it resonates. But a bird, when a bird has a vantage point of view in the sky on a situation, it means that you can actually see all the layers, all the way from the ground up to where up to its altitude in the sky, literally. So when you're on the ground, spiritually, so to speak, when you're in low vibrations, it's hard for you to see any hidden patterns, any NPC activity, until you actually raise your vibration, until you fly and see things from a higher perspective. So that's what hermit mode also does for you. So you're being encouraged to go into hermit mode, or I'm also hearing stay hermit. Take it if it resonates. I'll be updating someone that's already in hermit mode. So you can be a life path number 9. You'll be born the 9th of the month. You'll be born in September. You'll be born September the 9th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. 8 of Wands is coming through. I'm definitely updating a multi-talented bearer of light. Remember, Wands is also your light. It's your fire. Fire is light. So I'm talking to someone that's multi-gifted, multi-talented, and you are also bringing it all together in that 12 cups energy, in that energy of integration and unification. So I could also be updating someone that's about to activate a wand, another magic wand, another superpower or a gift or a skill through this quest of spotting an NPC. Take it if it resonates. 8 is actually the number of rebirth. So I'm definitely updating someone that is continuously rebirthing yourself. That's what the journey of self-improvement or spiritual awakening also does. It's like a series of death and rebirth cycles, as you power up, as you brighten up, as your light expands. So in this 8 of Wands energy, you are in an energy of rebirthing yourself, and you're creating your eternity or your infinity. I'm updating someone that is also tapping into infinite possibilities, because 8 is the infinity symbol upright. So you now have infinite possibilities opening up for you through this quest. So you could be born the 8th of a month, you could be a life path number 8. You could be born in August, you could be born August the 8th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So another number 8 is coming through. So this message does have repeating patterns, a confirmation that you are definitely about to, crack demonic or satanic or dark play or rule books. You're about to, or patterns from demonic play or rule books. So you are about to discover patterns or crack patterns in this 8 of Swords energy. So 8 of Swords is also about oppression, restriction, confinement, entrapment. So this is what you have been dealing with. That's why you're coming into this message today. And some of it can also be very covert, the entrapment. So that's why, the chameleon ascended master or the chameleon spirit is talking through me for today's message, because a chameleon can actually perfectly blend with the landscape and not be noticeable. So some of the cords that bind you, or the ties that bind you in this 8 of Swords energy, can be invisible, especially when it comes to NPCs. So that's why Spirit mentioned earlier that it's not enough to just know that you're dealing with an NPC and release them. You gotta know how, what's beneath the surface, or you gotta know what's under the hood, so that you can actually stop everything and not just, some of the patterns or some of the cords, attachments, entanglements. So in this 8 of Swords energy, stay alert, and as always, just be the opposite of negative energy or dark energy or low vibrational energy. As a being of light. So you could be 88 years old, you could be born 1988. If that's you, this message is definitely for you. So let's get into psychic oracle messages and see what else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on at this time. If the message is resonating with you and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonates, to help others find it. And if you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, add green hearts to the comments. So that was the dramatic 4 of the cards. Material harvest is coming out, and suffering in silence. So that's very interesting. And throat chakra, I gotta put it all out there because it came out earlier, throat chakra attacks. So if you are dealing with throat chakra attacks, this is definitely an unblocking for you. So I'm just gonna flip them over for a second, and Spirit wants me to read suffering in silence first. So I could be updating someone that has been suffering abuse, suffering demonic possession, suffering graveyard spells by an NPC or by a group of NPCs. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I could also be updating someone that is also about to reverse that dynamic and send that energy back to its sender or to its source. Or I could also be updating someone that you have actually closed out, like the superficial layers of generational curses that have been cast upon you by whoever comes to mind as you hear this message. And now, you're going that extra layer of returning to sender or back to sender that energy, that dynamic. So take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. And here's another repeating pattern in number 9. So you'll be 99 years old or be born in 1999. Take it if it resonates. And yeah, so if you are someone that is actually closed out on karmic cycles, because I could also be updating someone that is closed out significant cycles with an NPC or with a group of NPCs, and now you're going on a quest to to spot them. And Speed wants you to know that one telltale sign is that they're suffering in silence. So that means that outwardly they don't want you to know that they are suffering, because they still want to hang on onto your timeline, onto your energy. They don't want you to know that they are suffering, the backfiring or the return to sender of their karma. So also, pay attention to hidden patterns like that. Material harvest is also coming through. So they are suffering in silence, or they're going to suffer in silence as you bring in a material harvest of closure, or for being generational curse free, and being in your soul's inner strength and freedom. So you are bringing in a material harvest in this number 9 energy. 9 is also the number of cycle ending and closure. And in the message now so far, we have 3 9s. So you could have recently seen the angel number 999. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. It means that you are kicking ass, you are closing out on generational curses, especially in this number 9 year as well. That means that your generational curse breaking is amplifying. That's what, because being a number 9 year, every single day is influenced by the number 9. And then today's message has 999. So that's like a super triple confirmation that you're doing it. You are, breaking generational curses, and you're leveling up as a spiritual warrior, and also as a soul, and elevating and ascending soul. So here's a throat chakra confirmation for someone that you have been under throat chakra attack by NPCs or by an NPC. So that's why you're being taken down this path, to study or to see what their rule books are. They're not creative. They're just programmed to behave a certain way. So that mimics, for example, I could be updating a creative, an artist, a musician, a singer, or even any other profession or career. The creative process is always involved, even if you're not holding a paintbrush or a pen, or a tool that might be considered an artistic tool. So yeah, the creative process is always involved. But I'm definitely picking up on someone that has a very powerful throat chakra. I could be updating someone that uses their voice for your vocation or your career or your creativity, and you have been under throat chakra attacks by NPCs. So that's why you're going on this quest or down this path to spot them, and to know the difference between true organic creativity and when it's just a chameleon mimicking you or mimicking other people. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm going to ring the bell just to clear and dissipate any negative NPC energy as we continue with the message, and to hold or anchor or ground the 999 energy for the message. So a repeating 5 as well in the message today. So you can be 55 years old, you can be born 1955. Take it if it resonates. So the waiting game, the waiting game is coming through. So I could be updating someone that is experiencing delays or roadblocks created for you by whoever comes to mind as you hear the message. So Spirit is saying that you are going on this quest to end this waiting game. I could also be updating someone that's dealing with mental manipulation, someone that's dealing with a mentalist to put you in a waiting state, to delay you, or to possibly, stand still you. If that's you, this message is for you. So we have a third two in the message today. You could have recently seen the angel number 222. It's an angel number that represents alignment. So this is also a quest that's going to bring you into alignment. Or I could also be updating someone that has just completed this quest, and the message is confirming to you that you're now in soul alignment, or in that 12 cups energy. So take it if it resonates. I'm going to ring the bell for that angel number as well to dissipate any low vibrational energies. So remember, messages are past, present, or future. Take what resonates with your soul. So you might not be dealing with an active situation at this time, but you could have dealt with standstills, with delays, with roadblocks in your past, and you could have actually closed out on them. But your work is not finished. You still have that karma lingering until you actually go layers deep with it and close out some more. So I could be updating someone that doesn't currently have an active situation, but you're coming into this message for a reason, because there are no coincidences. Your spirit team brought you to this message for a reason. So temptation is also coming through. I could be updating someone that's dealing with the devil, with Baphomet, or carriers of Baphomet souls or entities that have made a pact with the Baphomet demon. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. But you are a demon slayer. If you're hearing this message, I could be updating someone that is watched, or someone that needs to watch a message in the channel library titled "You're the Demon Slayer." I'm hearing lead us not into temptation. You could be familiar with the Our Father prayer. And by the way, Most High Mother and Father God have asked me to, speak especially through this message to remind everyone to modify the Our Father prayer from Our Father who art in heaven to Our Father and Mother who art in heaven, because the Godhead is both masculine and feminine. We are coming out of the Piscean age, which was a predominantly masculine, a toxic masculinity era. So that was done again by NPCs, by the deep state, to exclude the divine feminine energy from spirituality. So again, a reminder to insert Mother God in the Our Father prayer. So this doesn't matter. It's not just a Christian prayer. I have personal experience of that prayer saving me in extreme attacks, demonic attacks, to to derail me off my path. Because when you advance more on your spiritual journey, the attacks also become more intense. That's why Spirit brought up a dark magician with that magician card. So they become more forceful, they become more intense. And if you actually have the Our Father and Mother prayer embedded in your soul, you are like in an autopilot when it comes to temptation. You are divinely or automatically delivered out of temptation by Most High Mother and Father God together. Because if you just say Our Father and you're silent on Most High Mother God, you're not including her in your request for help. And that's exactly what the Matrix did to exclude, chosen ones, light workers, star seeds from calling upon Most High Mother God, because in some situations she can actually be more powerful and forceful than Father God, because that's the Godhead, or the God soul. Just like your own soul, the Godhead also has to shift the energies from masculine to feminine energies at times, because every soul has the polarity of masculine and feminine energies, including God. So sometimes God's feminine power has to be more dominant than God's masculine power in some instances. So God is not always masculine. There is Most High Father God and Most High Mother God. So don't forget that for someone. So you could be born the 15th of a month, you could be born May the 1st or January the 5th. You could be 51 years old, you could be born 1951. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. I could also be updating someone that has grown up saying the Our Father prayer, and somehow the deep state, blocked it in you. So this could also be an unblocking of the Our Father prayer, but now with new consciousness for you to recite it, including both Mother and Father God. Because the deep state has done that. You might be familiar with terms like separation of state from religion, or separation of God from state, or something along those lines. But the removal of God in key establishments, or the removal of that prayer from key establishments where previously God's presence has grounded and stabilized things. That's the reason why the Our Father prayer was taken out of schools. But it's now we are in that age of Aquarius, where it's up to the individual to choose your own spiritual path. So you don't have to wait for an institution or for an organization to tell you to say that prayer. But I'm telling you that it can save. It can save you, especially if you're someone that's dealing with extreme rage attacks. If you're someone, because sometimes it can really be so forceful to where it can really knock you off, and you can lose your control. I could also be updating someone that's dealing with the sacral chakra attacks, extreme sacral chakra attacks. Those are also taking place right now as part of this spiritual journey, and giving into temptation can actually totally, completely destroy your journey or your progress, the progress that you have made so far. Because giving into one little illusion or deception, it's coming through illusions and deceptions. It's not coming dressed up as temptation for you to readily see it. It's coming up dressed up. So when that happens, if you if you succumb, or if you lapse in judgment even for a second, it can throw you right off. So stay in your light. This could also be a light activation for someone, or a reactivation for someone. I could be updating a soul that has been totally consumed by temptation, and now you're receiving a light activation for you to return back on your path of light, or for you to start moving on your path again. Take it if it resonates. Spirit is also saying you are about to see the light on this quest. For someone, if you're someone that's going on a quest, you are about to see the light on NPCs. You're going on a quest to spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books. They're not creative, they're programmed. So you could be born the 19th of a month, you could be born January 9th or September the 1st. You could be 91 years old or be born 1991. Take it if it resonates and leave the rest. So patience and planning is also coming through. So be patient on this quest. In general, when it comes to breaking generational curses, you gotta be patient, because they're multi-layered, they're multi-pronged, many moving pieces. So it takes a lot of patience to work through everything and actually close out on anything. Because if you rush through it, again, it will be like a half-assed job, where down the road problems can start rearing their ugly head again, and actually resuscitate or resurrect that curse again. So This is a patience and planning activation. I would also be updating someone that has watched a message in the channel library titled Be Patient, or this could be a call for you to watch it if you haven't already. We also have a third, number 7. So this message is also very emphatic on patterns today. So if you are seeing the angel number 777, it is also an amplification of spiritual energy around you. So make sure that you stay vigilant, you stay alert, you stay sharp. So I have 2 sevens. So you could be 77 years old, you could be born 1977. If that's you, this message is for you. So heartache and loss is also coming through. So I will be updating someone that has suffered heartache and loss by NPCs or engineered by NPCs, meaning people that are not even important on your journey, but they have created heartache and loss for you as a way for them to siphon or harvest your life force energy. Because when you're in these low vibrational energies, it's like a leak of energy. It's like the good energy leaving you, and low vibrational energy of heartache and loss settling in you. So that's what, that's how they siphon or harvest energy. And yeah, a lot of times they cannot actually use your energy, especially if you are protecting your energy, they cannot use it, but they want to drain you anyway. They want you to be in a state of heartache and loss anyway, because they are going through it and they're projecting it on you. So and by the way, it's heartache and loss that has got nothing to do with you. So that's why you're being taken on a quest to help you see hidden patterns, illusions that have had you carry burdens for others when you really shouldn't. So you could be a life path number 3. It's another repeating 3 in the message today. No, it's not a repeating 3. So anyway, you could be a life path number 3. You could be born the 3rd of a month. You could be born in March. You could be born March the 3rd. If that's you, this message is for you. So we have another number 2 with sacral chakra. I said it, and here it is. So you have been under sacral chakra attack as well. Spirit mentioned sex attacks or passion attacks. It's a negative fire when an entity is trying to activate your passion, your sex drive, your sex or your sex organs. Take it however it resonates, your private parts, your privates. But anytime there's any activation there and it hasn't been initiated by you, it is demonic. Because you should know when you feel that part of you activating, because it's also your center for creativity, whether we're talking about procreation or whether we're talking about just general creativity in general. So if you're not activating the energy down there, it means that a dark force is doing it. A dark magician is in your orbit and they're doing it. And that's why there's so many throat chakra attacks on me today too for delivering this message to someone. So this could be a sacral chakra unblocking for someone, or this could also be a quest for you to clear or to heal or to unblock your throat chakra and your sacral chakra, or just your sacral chakra, or just your throat chakra. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So another number 2 here. So you could recently have seen the number 2222. That's also an amplification of alignment energies, especially through this message. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, you are going through a transformation. I'm talking to someone that's going through a very profound transformation. That's why today's message is loaded with examples, with demonstrations, and with a lot of powerful activations, because you're going through a transformation, an upgrade, a level up. So let's get oracle messages from the hidden realms and see What else Most High Mother and Father God would like you to focus on? If the message is resonating with you and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you to help others find it. So the Fire Prince is coming through. Definitely, I'm talking to someone that's dealing with the negative fire attacks. I could also be updating a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The Fire Prince is also, bringing you a dose of optimism, because fire energy, it's warming, it's healing, it can also light up the darkness for you. So that's what the Fire Prince is activating for you. But it's also a warning that there's aggressive energy or aggression around you. So pay attention and be cautious. And also, Spirit wants someone to know, if you are going on a quest to spot an NPC, Spirit wants you to know that there will be aggression, because that always happens when you're trying to get energy harvesters or leeches off your spiritual path, those that want to siphon your energy and entrap your soul that way. So Spirit is saying there will be aggression, but stay optimistic. So you could be 40 years old, you could be born 1940, or they could be, if that's you, this message is for you. So the Queen of the Light is also coming through. So yeah, a double light activation in the message for day. This is an activation for illumination, especially on this quest, enlightenment, and of course at the end of it, there is celebration, because if you have been with the tribe for the last little while and you are actually closing out on generational curses, hexes and spells, or layers of them, you know that it's a reason to celebrate. And you have to celebrate, because celebration actually helps you to continue amping up those energies of illumination, enlightenment, victory over the generational curses. So this could also be a reminder for someone to celebrate your success. There's actually a message in the channel library with that title, Celebrate Your Success. So this could be a call for you to watch it if you haven't already, or I could be updating someone that has watched it. The number 15 is also repeating in the message today. So you could have recently seen 1515. If that's you, this message is for you. So the word Lord is coming through with activations for communication, praise. You are being praised by your ancestors, definitely, and Most High Mother and Father God, your spirit team, for going on this quest, first of all, and for leveling up. And they also want you to know that in spotting the NPCs, or spotting an NPC, you're also going to uncover patterns of dishonesty. So you could be 43 years old, you could be born 1943, you could be born April 3rd or March the 4th, you could be 34 years old, or you could be born 1934. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So the Arrow Master is also coming through with activations for hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. Spirit brought up detachment very early on in the message today, that this is also a quest to help you to detach from NPCs, because they're really just in your experience or on your timeline to harvest your energy, whether or not they can consume it. So the Aromaster is bringing you activation for detachment. So a repeat of the number 10 as well. Wow, they're repeating patterns. I'm talking to someone that's about to uncover like the motherload of hidden patterns and deception, dishonesty on this quest. So you could recently have seen the angel number 1010. If that's you, this message is for you. 1010 is an angel number that represents inner strength. So this is also this quest and this message today are activations for your inner strength. The sisters of the seasons are also coming through with the activations for cycles of growth. So that means new cycles of growth are being activated for you, and you're also now, in your natural and divine order. Natural law, you're someone that is living by natural law. You could resonate with hemisync, you could resonate with circadian rhythm. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So I'll be updating someone that is also released the fear of time or being controlled by time. I could be updating someone that is watched or needs to watch a message in the channel library titled "You're Not Late to Anything." Another one is also release the need to control time. So I could be updating someone that has gotten past activations and released that fear of time, and now you're now just following a natural rhythm when it comes to time, because time is actually a matrix construct. It's an illusion. Linear time is an illusion, because traditionally, spiritually, time is actually measured in cycles and not actually in a straight line fashion, like days, weeks, months, years type of thing. You'll start to notice it as you advance on your spiritual journey, that sometimes you can spend a whole year working on one moment or one issue. It can represent as an issue, or it can present itself as an issue in your life that needs to be fixed, and it could take you months or even years to fix. That means that you're on a cycle, you're in a moment, and in that particular instance, it's a long a long cycle. But that's how time is measured. Of course, we're not discarding linear time. It is very useful for us to organize ourselves and to get things done, but you want to make sure that you're not so fearful of time to where you limit yourself to thinking outside, to thinking inside the box only, the box of linear time, instead of expanding outwards and thinking in terms of cycles and seasons. So that's what is being activated by the sisters of the seasons for you. So you could be born the 17th of a month, you could be born January 7th or July 1st, you could be born 1971 or be 71 years old. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So the Swan Queen is also coming through with activations for transformation, intuition, and patience is being double dosed for you through this oracle. So you could resonate with the swan. Your name could also be Grace. I consider swans to be very graceful creatures. I love watching them just glide on the pond or on the lake or on the water. So I could also be updating someone that resonates with that. You love to watch swans go by or glide by. You're also someone that is graceful by nature. Take it if it resonates. So you could be born the 13th of a month, you could be born January 3rd or March the 1st. You could be 31 years old, you could be born the 31st of a month or 1931. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. The Diamond Dreamer is also coming through with activations for material wealth, and true prosperity. That's actually what you are achieving on this quest. By the time you're done spotting NPCs and understanding how they live by playbooks or rule books, and being able to tell organic creativity versus a programmed soul, you will actually be coming into material wealth and true prosperity without NPCs. So you could be born the 6th of a month, you could be born in June, you could be born June the 6th. If that's you, this message is for you. You could also be a life path number 6. Take it if it resonates. So the Metal King is also coming through with an activation for discipline. This is also the activation of your spiritual armor and your ability to set boundaries or enforce your energetic boundaries. You could resonate with the full armor of God. This could be a full armor of God activation for someone by the Metal King, or this could also be a call for you to activate yourself through familiarizing yourself with the biblical text that references the full armor of God. There's a whole passage in the Bible about the full armor of God. So check it out if it's resonating with you, and if you are seeking that kind of protection, divine protection to enforce your boundaries. So you could be 37 years old, you could be born 1937, you could be 73 years old or be born 1973, you could be born March the 7th or July the 3rd. Take it if it resonates. So the wise woman of Wonderland is also coming through. So I could definitely be updating someone that is working with the fairy ancestors and spirit guides of the highest love and light. Someone that is fighting your spiritual battles, conquering your spiritual battles through fairyland. If that's you, this message is for you. The wise woman of Wonderland is coming through with activations for integrity and compromise. Take it if it resonates. You could resonate with Alice in Wonderland. I could also be updating someone that grew up reading the Alice in Wonderland children's books, or I could also be updating someone that has watched the Disney adaptations of the story. There's a couple of Disney movies that reference Alice in Wonderland. One of them is Alice in Wonderland. I think the other one is Through the Looking Glass. So take whatever resonates with your soul and leave the rest on. This could be a call for someone to also connect with Alice in Wonderland, because Alice in Wonderland does actually do a good job of connecting us, connecting our inner child, and helping us to connect with our inner child and journey through fairyland. So you could be familiar with the Mad Hatter, you could be familiar with the rabbit. I'm hearing Follow the White Rabbit, I'm hearing TikTok. That might resonate with someone. So you could be 21 years old, you could be born 1921, you could be born the 12th of a month or the 21st of a month, be born February 1st or January the 2nd. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So I'm bringing out the Inner Path Oracle. This is my very own Oracle deck that I downloaded from Source, from Most High Mother and Father God, the angels, the ancestors and spirit guides of the highest love and light. There are activations, there are messages. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. If the message resonates with you today and you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonates with you to help others find it. So let's see what Most High Mother and Father God would like to activate or bring your awareness to through the Inner Path Oracle. So definitely you're going to get more clarity on NPCs, on this quest, or I'm also updating someone that has also now become familiar with, and you now have more clarity on the NPCs that you have dealt with on this journey, and you're ready to go another step or another level with Most High Mother and Father God for more clarity. Take it if it resonates. So you could be 29 years old, you could be born 1929 or 1992, you could be 92 years old, you could be born February 9th or September the 2nd. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Escape to Paradise is also coming through. So I'm also hearing spot an NPC and escape to paradise. Spot an NPC and escape to paradise. So the keyword paradise might be significant to someone. I'm hearing Paradise Club. I'm hearing Paradise Park. Take it if it resonates. You could be 65 years old or 19. Yeah, you could be 19 years old. There's a reason why Spirit is inserting it in there. So you could be 65 years old, or you could be 56 years old. You could be born 1965 or 1956. You could be born June 5th or May the 6th. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Alignment is coming through. I said it, and here it is. Actually, there's evidence in the message as well. The 222. Now we have 5 twos. Well, that's a very powerful string of twos, meaning that your energy of alignment is also amping up, and it also means that it's amping up in this message. By the end of this message, you will know by how many twos are repeating twos are in the message, just how much you've leveled up in your soul's alignment. So take whatever resonates and leave the rest. So can-do attitude is also being activated for you, so that you don't slack off or become disinterested on this journey. I could also be updating someone that has been dealing with attacks to bore you or to disinterest you in doing especially wand activities or creative activities that actually help you to close out karmic cycles and expose NPCs. Take it if it resonates. So you could be 55 years old, or you could be born 1955. Take it if it resonates. So grounding and firm rooting are also being activated for you, especially because there's mention of boundaries. You need to be strengthened by the Metal King, and there was also mention of aggression. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're firmly rooted and grounded as you go through this quest. I could also be updating someone that is now more grounded as you gain more clarity, because that's also what happens. As you gain more clarity, you become more grounded. That means you're no longer gripped by fear, anxiety, PTSD. I could be updating someone that's dealing with all that or some of that. If that's you, this is an activation for you to be grounded, so that you can identify the sources of those patterns. So you could be a life path number 11. You could be born the 11th of a month. You could be born in November. You could be born November the 11th. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. A life path number 11 is an ascended master, a dreamer. So I could also be updating someone that's activating their dream superpower, their dream gift through this quest of spotting an NPC, or someone that has activated their superpower through this quest. Take it if it resonates. I could be updating someone that's working with Ascended Master Joseph or Ascended Master Edgar Casey. Take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Your cosmic intelligence is also your conscious cosmic intelligence is actually leveling up. So at a spiritual level, like we have infinite cosmic intelligence, but at a conscious level, you can only carry so much information in your consciousness, because some of your other parts of your consciousness, like your subconscious mind, for example, or your unconscious mind, they have other roles that also take up that space in your mind. So your cosmic intelligence is increasing. That means your mind is also increasing. So I'm definitely updating someone that is also on a quest to expand your cosmic intelligence or your knowledge, or a crown chakra upgrade for someone. Take it if it resonates. The number 9 is also repeating, so another amplification of a closure energy. You are definitely closing out on NPCs, and you're also unraveling divine mysteries through this quest. Or I could be updating someone that is now being that is unraveled divine mysteries by observing NPCs. Or I would also be updating someone that is closed out on NPCs, and now you are about to be shown divine mysteries about them through a side quest, or divine mysteries rather, because NPCs are not divine inherently, but you are about to be shown divine mysteries, especially the divine laws that they were trying to violate on your path. So take what resonates. You could be 61 years old, you could be born 1961 or 1916, you could be born June 1st or January the 6th. Take what resonates with your soul and leave the rest. So Soul Tribe is coming through. And another one also came out. Miracle also came out, but I'm not reading this one. We already have, the cards for today's message. Spirit is saying. So you are definitely not alone. If you are going on a quest, you should know that this tribe is a soul tribe. This channel is a soul tribe channel, and you're definitely not going alone on this quest, because this is a spiritual community. We are a spiritual community. We are a part of the collective of light, the global or the universal collective of light, rather, not just the planet but the whole universe. And we are like-minded individuals. So on generational curses or issues that we have in common, there's always at least one other soul that's going through the same thing with you, that's also gonna be solving or journeying together with you. In the spirit realm, you're not gonna see each other, or maybe not even know each other, but in the spirit realm, we are a community. We're a soul tribe. So welcome. If you're listening for the first time, do hit the subscribe button, and for notifications, select all, so that you can be notified every time I post an update. So this could also be the activation of a soul tribe connection through the message today, so that because the collective power, what a soul tribe also is being part of a collective of light. It means that you're part of a bigger pool of light, or a bigger fire. So that means, first of all, when you are part of that collective, or become part of that collective, you actually burn brighter through the benefits of a collective power. And at the same time, your light is also helping to make that collective fire burn brighter. So it's like a symbiotic relationship, like an infinity loop that gets established. So it could be a soul tribe activation for someone, either with this soul tribe as your spiritual soul tribe, or it could be a soul tribe. Soul tribes are not just limited to your spirituality, or even just from your spiritual journey. You can be in more than one soul tribe. So This could be a soul tribe for your creativity or your hobbies or your career. So take it however it resonates. But this is also a quest that is going to unlock, or you are already unlocking abundance if you have already become aware of NPCs and their patterns, and how they're not creative and how they can steal your gifts or kill and destroy you. So if you're someone that has already achieved that, then you're definitely manifesting abundance, especially in the spirit realm already. You might not see it in the physical yet, because there's a process, a different process for manifesting in the spirit and in the physical realms. Typically, it's very fast to manifest in the spirit realm because it's all energy in the spirit realm. So if you can embody the energy of what you're trying to manifest, for example, abundance, you already are manifesting it in the spirit realm if you can hold that energy, that frequency, as long as you don't allow it to be siphoned by NPCs. So in the physical realm, though, your abundance might have to wait for you to tie up those loose ends with NPCs, to close out karmic cycles, to maybe even change your routine, change your lifestyle, change your creativity, and so forth, before you actually see the abundance. So spirit is bringing that in for someone, because there are also those patience activations. And yeah, you need to be patient on the journey of spiritual awakening. It's not a quick process. It actually is a part of your evolution. So it's an evolutionary process, and evolutionary is slow. It takes time for things to evolve. So bear that in mind. So I'm going to close this part of the message. I hope it has brought someone some healing, some clarity, some illumination. If you would like a deep dive into your personal circumstances through a personal reading, a session, coaching, or mentorship, please send me an email. The address is in the channel description. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if the message resonated with you, to help others find it. And if you would like to unblock, boost, or activate your heart chakra, especially for the multi-dimensional aspects contained in the message for yourself, add green hearts to the comments. So I'm gonna wrap it up now with angel answers. For anyone that has a question for your angel or angels, and you would like them to reply through this oracle, now is the time. Please think of your question as I shuffle the cards. Angels, what is the angel answer for my soul tribe? What is the angel answer for my soul tribe? So ask for help from others popped right out. Spot an NPC. They live by play or rule books that may be difficult to understand, that may not be clear. So that's why there's also a clarity activation in the message for someone. So ask for help from others. And of course, it's a spiritual message, so you are meant to ask for help from others in the spirit realm or through the spirit realm. Take it however it resonates. Rainbow energy is coming through, so I could be updating a light warrior of the rainbow of the Hopi prophecy, or this could also be a Hopi prophecy activation for someone through the message. Today you could recently have seen a rainbow or dreamt of a rainbow. If that's you, this message definitely is for you. The sighting of a rainbow is a confirmation or a synchronicity, a symbol of the fulfillment of God's promises over your life. You could also resonate with, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So that's all I have for you today, Soul Tribe. I would like to take this opportunity to close this message and to wish everyone a beautiful day, living your best life. Until next time, one earth, one love, peace.